Wow. Every time I see one of these trucks, I want to buy one. And I'm not even joking. I did a video on this probably 2 years ago, and I probably said the exact same thing. I'm here at Jerry Seiner Chevrolet, and they have this Silverado 5500, and I want to show you guys around it. This is a really cool spec, and I wish that GM would build these trucks to be tow horses. They have the gearing, but they don't really advertise them for towing. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, in case you were wondering, the MSRP for the truck you're seeing in the video is $81,930. And down below, here are some of the options on this particular build. Be sure to pause it, and then here's a few more. Now, unfortunately, there's no window sticker for this build, but if you would like for me to spec one of these out at the dealership, I'd be more than happy to do so, because I've never built one of these before, and it would be kind of cool to see some of the options available. But up front, this one does have chrome, which I do know is an option, because I did one with a blackout. It was just a base model set up here, and then this is going to be an upgrade. They do have the flow-through tie here, fog lights down below, halogen headlights, and you can see these meaty tow hooks down below too. These are real tow hooks right here. This one was optioned with 4-wheel drive. They do come standard with 2-wheel drive. And you can see those big brakes right there. And then off to the side, 19.5-inch wheels. They look small on this truck too. And I did a video showing you guys there is an option to get 35-inch tires on 19.5s, and that's probably the first thing I would do on this truck. You guys can see the suspension there, solid front axle. You have a leaf setup here with the shock absorber, really robust. And Goodyear tires. These are the Fuel Max RTDs. And then here are some of the specs. 225/70 19.5, which is a typical size you see. Load range G, 3,970 pounds of capacity, 3,750 for dual. And they are rated at 110 PSI cold. Running boards right here for front and rear. These are gonna be your batteries back here, so they do give you a dual battery setup. And all you gotta do is just pull this to the side, and this cover just pops off. Now, they used to give you a positive terminal on the side, that way you didn't have to take off the cover. And yeah, these terminals here are actually coated with grease, so I wish they would continue to do that. The mirrors do have an accent light here, LEDs, chrome, and they do come out for tow mode manually. Turn signals right here with reverse lights for your trailer. This is going to be your engine block heater. E-coated frame. I wish that Navistar would actually do the frames for GM so they can get away from that wax coating. Love the wheels out back. They give you the longer valve stems to add air. However, they don't give you an aluminum wheel out back, but they do paint it white. And then just check out how robust this suspension is. That is meaty hardware, big leafs. This truck is clearly for payload. I mean, check out the drive shaft here, huge. And that's gonna be a 40-gallon tank. There is an optional 25-gallon tank you can get as well, which would give you, what is that, 65 gallons? 65 gallons. 4 and 7 pins are right here. And then here's your DEF fill. I know someone in the comment section said the reason why they put it on the opposite side is if you're using these trucks for a commercial and you have guys driving the trucks for you, it's really easy for someone to put diesel in this versus DEF. So I get that. Makes sense. It's kind of dumb in my opinion, but I understand that people can make that mistake. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. There's one latch on this side and one on this side. And then you just pull this up from the front like this. And that's it. Now, one thing I will say is, this is a big truck. And I do understand that there are regulations for commercial vehicles. So this is a detuned Duramax, right? It's gonna have 350 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. Made it to this engine is a 6-speed Allison. Now, the reason why this truck is not geared towards towing is because of that transmission. First gear is a 3.10 that it shows online. I think second gear was like a 1.80. So, in other words, this truck is really for hauling, not towing. I do like the fact though that it has the 430, and I hope maybe in the future GM could start marketing these trucks to maybe tow 20 to 25,000 pounds if they put the 10-speed Allison behind this Duramax. Now, one thing you will learn to love about these trucks are that everything that you want to get to is a lot easier. So if you want to change your headlight bulbs, anything like that, everything is so easy to get to. Even the engine being exposed like this, it's just super easy to work on. And even some of your coolant, your washer fluid, it's just so easy to get to. Now let's go ahead and close the hood. So you have to push this up, basically to push in. And as you guys saw earlier, you have two latches on each side. So, door handles aren't painted, no smart key system. And if you're used to the older 2019 and earlier Silverados, you can see that the interior is pretty much the exact same. Let me pull that key out. So, they also give you the old school keys. Right, cloth seats. This is a 10-way seat. You have lumbar support, and those seats look very familiar from 2019 as well. They give you the vinyl flooring, which I would actually prefer, but you have power windows, power door locks, and for the most part, this is an attractive interior. Trailer brakes right there, four-wheel drive system, and then your lighting. It doesn't have a telescoping steering wheel, but you don't really need something like that because this cab is kind of small in my opinion. But you can get pretty comfortable. I'm 6'1". I have the seat all the way back and all the way down. Well, not all the way down, but I'm kind of going down now, and I don't really need to go down that far, so this is good enough. But same cluster that you've seen on the 2019 and earlier trucks, 8-inch screen, single climate control. But you still get a lot of nice features in this truck. I wish I had my cord to see if this is maybe potentially Apple CarPlay. Down below, traction control, you have a bed light, exhaust brake. This is going to be for PTO, which is power takeoff. 3 auxiliaries there. And you have a 120 volt plug down below, right there. And then you have a 12 volt right there. A little bit of storage. And 3 cup holders with a deeper storage. You have some USBs, those are type A's with another 12 volt and auxiliary. This can become a 6-passenger, and this does not seem to be storage below the seat. But yeah, tow haul mode is right here. So you do have some nice features on this truck, but like I said earlier, this is not really geared for that. Up top, they do provide some lights with a mirror, place to add sunglasses. Interior lights are LED. Grab handles on both sides, which you're gonna need. Now in here, there's one USB type A, a little bit of storage below. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that sticker there. That says factory built weight. So these axles, front and rear, together weigh 9,280 pounds. But yeah, all in all, this is not a bad truck, because you guys can see it still has nice comfort features inside of here. And yeah, even in the door, some places to put water bottles. And I think these seats are pretty comfortable for the most part. Let's go ahead and check out the back, and we'll pretty much end off showing you guys numbers on the door. Not much to look at in the rear. Seat back pockets, grab handles on the side and on the roof, LED lights. There is a armrest with cup holder. It has two, but I can't show that to you because I'm not pulling this out of here. Vinyl floors. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers. So as you would expect, the gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 7,500 pounds, so big numbers there. The rear is 15,000, 19.5 gross vehicle weight rating. Unfortunately, you're not going to see any payload in this video because this is considered factory incomplete. But I hope you guys like the video. The only thing I'll say is, I think that GM should go ahead and add the new cabs, give this truck a nicer front end, and yeah, I think they would have a really nice truck here if they would add maybe a 25 to 30,000 pound towing capacity, because I like how high these trucks sit, and they do have a really robust chassis suspension, so it would be nice to see them take these trucks to the next level. See you guys in the next video.